Am I live? Hello, hello. If I am live, post in the chat. Let me know that you're here. We have 60 people already. Y'all are prompt. Okay, that is fantastic. I am really hoping this works. Uh, I remember doing this for the camp video and it seemed to be going okay, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm getting some hellos. This is good. Fantastic. Oh, that's so great. Look at all the peeps. All right. Um, I'm going to wait just a little bit so that people can get to the stream and jump on and say hello. Um, so if you're just jumping into the stream here, feel free to say hey to everyone. And this is a time where you can use the chat. I know at the camp meeting we reserved the chat just for um, questions and stuff, which after we meet our assistant director, we will get a chance to ask them questions. So um, make sure that you have a way to do that if you would like. Also, can we talk about some of your screen names here? It's your boy X. Or really, Xavier? That's what you're gonna go with? It's is spelled I-T-Z-Z. Very nice, very nice, so good. Sushi trash, I'm a little concerned what that means. Yep. Why don't you just use your names? Your names are good. Your parents picked them. Man, so weird, so weird. Good to see all of your names. It would be better if I saw your faces, but I'll take your names for now. That's fine. Awesome. We'll wait just a few more minutes to see if anyone else jumps on. Not sure if there's any parents on here or not, but welcome parents. If you're logging into the stream, that's awesome. It also feels really weird to say logging into the stream. I feel like I'm a streamer, but I know I'm not, and I never will be, but it sounds kind of cool when I say, welcome to the stream. I am going to make sure that the link is on Facebook here for anyone that wants to jump on. Students that are on here, just so you know, I've been trying to cross-post everything in terms of like notifying you. So I've been sending reminds in Google Classroom. You've probably been getting all the notifications, but I just want to make sure if you're like not checking Google Classroom anymore, that's totally fair. I just want to make sure that I can reach out to you some way. So, cool. And my internet is moving very slow. No problem. That's probably another thing. Streamers probably have to have like really good internet, would be my guess. Which I do not. Bree, yes, I miss you. No, I am not joining Twitch. That's not happening. I'm going to leave that to all of you. Okay, I'm going to post this link one more time, and then we will get going. I hope you all are doing well and have had a chance to relax. I saw, or not saw, I heard from a lot of your parents that you're taking some trips and getting away for a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you are like heavy in the technology, especially with being online school and now all this extra stuff. So yeah, if you can find a time to get away, absolutely do that. I've been heavy working on our new house we move in next weekend. So I am super pumped about that. We just found an incredibly cheap, but actually really good baby grand piano, and it's getting shipped to our house Saturday for my wife. So I am super excited for that. I will be playing Hot Cross Buns. She will probably be playing like some more serious stuff, but you know. All right. Well, hey, fantastic. We have 74 people watching. That is awesome. Well, welcome. It was good to see you all. I am not expecting this chat to go super long. I have been going back and forth about how to do this. How do we announce such an exciting thing? And I was talking with our assistant director, and we both kind of decided let's get a chance for you to meet them now before we meet for the first time, because we don't know when that's going to be. We're hopeful that it's in July, but you never know. Things are happening in this world that I never thought would be happening. Um, so I just want to do it on here and give you a chance to meet the director. I am going to give them a chance to talk and kind of introduce themselves, and then I have some questions to ask them. Um, and then after that, we will open it up to you all, and if there's any questions you want to ask them, feel free to do so. Well, without further ado, I'm going to change screens here in a second, but I would like to introduce our new assistant director, Katie Heitkamp. She is just a fantastic person. For the short time that I've known her, it was a crazy interview process, and she was immediately someone that really stood out to all of us. She already has some teaching experience, and I'm sure she'll talk about that a little bit. But we are so excited to have her. So I am going to turn over screens here so that you can finally get a chance to meet Miss Heitkamp. Let me flip screens here. Okay, Katie, you are live.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome, welcome. Can I check, Katie, really quick? I'm going to see, can you all see her? Can you let me know? I'm waiting for some people to chat here. That way I know. Hopefully you can. Okay, cool. All right, they can. All right, awesome. Well, Ms. Heitkamp, do you mind just kind of giving a little intro about yourself?
Yeah, so I grew up and I'm originally from Maria Stein, Ohio. And bonus points for any of you who know where Maria Stein is, because it is so, so small. I grew up on a farm, and on that farm we had more animals than there are people in the town. So, very small town. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but no worries. No biggie if you have or have not. So I grew up there, like I said, on a family farm, and I have 5 siblings. So our house was packed, and we were always arguing with each other and, getting into crazy stuff, just whatever you do with 5 siblings. So I'm the middle child, the forgotten one. All my middle child peeps out there, what that feels like. So yeah, I was there all throughout high school, and then I decided to go to Ohio University. Go Bobcats! I know Mr. Kaufman is a Red Hawk,
Yeah.
but we will be fine together. Equal representation in the music program. So I spent 4 years in Athens, and then I actually came up to Columbus to do my student teaching at Olentangy Orange. So I spent about 6 months up here. And then I got a job at Eaton Community Schools, which is a little bit bigger than where I'm from, and it's about 15 minutes from Indiana, but like kind of by Dayton. So I spent 2 years teaching there, and I taught middle school woodwinds, even though I am a trumpet player, and I taught middle school percussion. So they said, all right, why don't you go ahead and get out of your comfort zone? And I said, all right, let me have it. So I spent 2 years there, and then we also did high school concert band and marching band, and we did a wind ensemble as well. So I spent 2 years there, and I really liked that time that I had there, but it's time for a change, and a really exciting change. And that leads me here to Westland, and I cannot even tell you how excited I am. I know I can't see any of you. I know you can all see me, but I wish I could see you so I could tell you and like really, really. I guess we're not in person, so it wouldn't matter. But I wish I could really tell you guys how excited I am to kind of just dig in and get our hands dirty. I know you guys are probably all dying to go back. Having this closure and then not knowing exactly what's the future. I'm right there with you. I want to be there, and I want to be able to meet you guys in person whenever that will be.
Awesome. So, as you probably heard, Katie comes from a very different background from what a lot of us are used to, and I think that is a fantastic thing for everyone to kind of get involved with, is to meet people that are different from you and have different backgrounds, and ask questions about what it was like growing up for them. So I'm going to do a little bit of that now, and put Ms. Heitkamp on the spot. These are definitely not tough questions, but I just figure maybe some people might want to know. What made you want to be a music teacher? Do you remember when you first wanted to do that?
Yeah, so when I was a senior in high school, I really wanted to be a nurse. And I went to like all of these colleges. I visited wonderful facilities, but all for nursing. And just like something didn't feel right. And I remember going into my band director's office one day, and I like had a trembly voice, and I kind of had tears in my eyes, and I was like, what made you want to be a band director? And he's like, well, why are you asking? And I was like, well, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And he told me, I just don't think I could ever give it up. I love it so much. I just never want it to go away. And I was like, that is exactly how I feel. I couldn't put it into words, but that's how I feel. I just want it to be a part of my every single day life.
That's fantastic. Do you have, speaking of high school, do you have like a musical memory that really sticks out to you even still from high school?
Yeah. So, sometimes we talk about as musicians having this like moment of like realization of just like, it's hard to put it into words, but this moment where you just feel one with the music. And for me, that happened in high school. I had a director who was leaving to go to a different school, and we like sneakily put together this like surprise rehearsal where we were going to play his favorite piece. And he was crying, and we were all crying, and I think that was the moment where I realized, like, gosh, this music stuff is pretty powerful.
Wow. Really cool. Do you remember what the piece was? Was it like a well-known piece?
Yeah, it was Salvation is Created.
Oh, man.
Beautiful.
Such a great one. Awesome. Okay, so you talked about growing up on a farm, which I have heard plenty of stories about people growing up on a farm. And I can't imagine the smells that you have had to endure, let alone all the other things that come with being on a farm. So it was a livestock farm?
Yeah, so it was an organic dairy farm, and then we also had some hogs, and we did crops as well. So a little bit of everything.
Okay, wow. What's something that like being on a farm has taught you about growing up there?
Yeah, so I think like big picture wise, I've learned that success is determined by hard work. Like it's all dependent upon each other. If you're not going to put in the hard work on a farm, you're not going to have success, because it is hard work, and it's like manual labor. A lot of manual things. You have to put in the hard work to get the success. But on like a smaller term, I think the biggest thing I've learned is I can smell the difference between manures. I know which animal it is based on the smell. That is a talent, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I don't know if we're going to need that skill, but we're going to keep that in mind. That could be useful. You never know. Just so you know, students, She can smell it. Okay, so you watch out. All right. Sharp nose. That's fantastic. Um, so on the farm, I know you had lots of like farm animals. Did you have any actual pets, or how did that work?
Yeah, we always had dogs.
Okay.
You know, we had some barn cats, but they weren't very friendly. We would try to chase them all the time, but they would always run away.
Yeah.
But we always had dogs growing up, and right now, the one that's still at home, her name is Baker, after Baker Mayfield, because we're big Browns fans in the hiking household. I told them, I said it should have been Barker Mayfield, but they wanted Baker. And she's so cute. She's like a little yellow lab.
Oh.
She's the sweetest.
Oh, that is great. Very cool. My dad, sidebar here, but my dad grew up on a farm, so I've heard a lot of stories about that just from him. But he said the same thing. They always had dogs. It was just kind of like a hand in hand thing. Now, what I don't understand is I asked for a dog growing up my entire life, and my parents never got me a dog. And it's totally fair because I wouldn't have been able to handle the responsibility of having a dog. But I didn't know that then, and I was just very sour about the whole thing. Very cool. So I want to play just a speed round of all your favorites, okay? These all stem from very normal things, and then there are going to be some things that are things that I think are very important to know about a person and are very telling. So you don't have to answer them quickly. I'm just going to cycle through them here. So all of your favorite things. How about favorite hobby?
I like quilting, but that makes me kind of like an 80-year-old woman stuck in a person's body.
Okay, no, I'm not judging. I was laughing at another joke. Okay, yep. Favorite football team? I think you already answered that. The Browns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Favorite food?
I like tacos a lot.
Tacos. Okay. Can you be more specific? What type of tacos?
Shrimp tacos.
Okay. All right. Favorite fast food French fry?
The Chick-fil-A waffle fries with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know, I just recently discovered their sauce. My wife ordered it, and I was like, they don't have a sauce. They just have like barbecue sauce and stuff. She's like, are you kidding me? It's a game changer. Yeah, it's amazing. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Okay, going classic. That's totally cool. Favorite artist or band?
Band, I really like Alabama Shakes. Favorite artist would be a tie between Lady Gaga and Lizzo.
Ooh, okay. Lizzo resonates with a lot of our fan base here at Westland. How about favorite guilty pleasure song?
Song, like any genre.
Or I guess it could be an artist.
Oh boy, gosh, that's a tough one.
I'm starting to accept that Taylor Swift is mine, and I don't know if that makes it less of a guilty pleasure because I'm so open about it, but man, she can write whatever she wants and I'll listen to it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, I'm going to pass on that one.
Okay.
Let me think.
You think about it. Favorite dessert or candy?
Well, I like Sour Patch Kids, but they kind of like burn the roof of my mouth off.
Yeah. That was like Warheads. Did you ever have Warheads?
Yes.
Yes, and you just like go crazy and you have no feeling on your tongue after a while. Yeah. Okay. Well, nice. We can come back to that other one, but well done. Now we know a little bit about your favorites. I hope you were all writing that down so you know what to get her in the future as a welcome gift. There you go. Last question here, just to kind of wrap things up. What do you could answer this, I guess, maybe in your college experience or high school or even now, what do you find that you're struggling with most as a musician?
Yeah. Sight reading.
Ooh.
That is tough.
Okay.
And it always has been tough for me, and it always will be tough for me. You
Hmm.
know, I continue to do different strategies to make it easier, but that is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to
And what's really frustrating is some people just have like an inherent gift of being better at sight reading, which I had that problem too growing up. Everyone could always read stuff so much quicker. I was like, I had to practice this for like an hour before it made sense. Um, but yeah, okay, very cool. Well, I'm gonna open it up to you all. Does anyone have a question for Miss Heitkamp? I'm switching screens here, so it probably looks weird for them, but that's okay. Um, any questions? Yeah, lots of people are agreeing with sight reading. Lots of yeses. Any questions? If you don't have any questions, that's totally fine. But add them in the chat, and I can maybe read them off. Oh, someone asked Taco Bell or McDonald's.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with McDonald's.
McDonald's, okay.
I know.
Hey,
tough one.
totally fair. Someone has asked that, or not that, but if you could bring your dog to a rehearsal at some point.
Well, Baker lives on the farm with my parents.
Yeah.
But I would if she was living with me.
Yeah. Logistically, that gets a little complicated. I understand. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to see as they're popping in here. Oh, what is your favorite instrument? I know you play trumpet, but do you have a favorite instrument?
Well, all instruments are equal, but trumpet is the best.
Oh, okay. Yep, said like a true trumpet player. Yep. I was gonna be really surprised if you said anything else. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, totally fair. That's like my sixth graders all the time ask me, because I teach clarinet and saxophone, ask me all the time, so you like saxophone better, right? And I just tell them, I've made a rule that I tell them that whatever class I'm in is the one that I like more. And I just hope that they don't talk to each other. It's worked out so far. Someone asked, do you have perfect pitch?
I wish. No, but I wish I did.
Yeah, that would be amazing. It would make our jobs incredibly easy, I think, in some regards. Favorite farm animal? That's a good question.
Good question. Chickens are very soft. My grandparents have chickens. I don't, but chickens are very soft.
No, like when they're babies, like chickies, not like when they're full grown, right?
No, when they're full grown, they're very soft.
Really? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Oh, someone asked, were you in choir when you were in high school?
No, I was not.
Okay.
The first place I've ever been in was in college.
Gotcha. And was that a requirement?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't a requirement in college, but in high school, my school was so small we didn't have a choir.
Gotcha. Okay. Which is the case, I think, for a lot of schools, and we're just kind of fortunate to have every program. So I think you're in the majority there. Yes. Questions about looking forward to things. I know you are. I'm going to answer that for you. Ooh, favorite percussion instrument. This comes from a percussionist.
Good question.
I'm trying to think.
Honestly, timpani is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, which is like kind of not fair, because it is. Like, just naturally, it's the best, so everyone wants to do it. But yeah, only one person can play it. That's the bummer. Maybe two. The triangle, yes. The triangle. Well, awesome. I am so glad that we got a chance to do this here. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's anything else. I do want to kind of just give some announcements while everyone is still here. We roped you in with meeting Miss Heitkamp, but now we're going to keep you here with just some announcements. I know all of you have been like asking about how everything is going to work in the future. And honestly, the short answer is I don't know. But we have been working, Miss Heitkamp and I already have been working on some plans. We're getting a calendar out to you tomorrow um, with just a potential start date and what it would look like. To be honest, our season is not going to be that different if we get to start like we normally would. Um, I know the WABA parade was canceled, but I was literally just 1 week of rehearsals, so we're only 1 week behind right now where we would normally be. So hopefully we can jump in just like we have been, and that's still my mentality. I haven't really changed thoughts on that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're planning things. I will say that we are considering having camp at home, and I know that that is a really hard thing to even think about, um, but it is kind of a reality. And it's not even our choice; it's more the camps. I don't think they're going to be taking any large groups like that. They might do like small little groups like that, but that's kind of where we're at with things, and that's what I'm going to work on this weekend. Is what would band camp at home look like? And Miss Heitkamp and I are going to kind of think of some ways that we can still make it exciting and fun, even if we are staying at home. We would obviously still do um, like all of our tradition stuff. We're not going to trash that. That's way too important to do. Um, but that is a consideration we're doing. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, Miss Heitkamp and I had a really good idea of just doing check-ins every week. I know that school is out, but um, I kind of miss seeing you all, which is surprising. I know, but I wouldn't mind checking in with you and just seeing how your week is going. So we're gonna try doing a weekly check-in. Um, so on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock every week, we will jump on to a Zoom or a Google Hangout or something, and we can just check in with each other. There won't be any announcements or anything. Maybe there will, but really the whole point is just to say hey and see how everyone's doing and check in. So schedule that if you can make it. I know a lot of you are working this summer trying to get some extra money, so fantastic. Please do that. But if you can make it, we're going to try Wednesdays at 1, and if that works out, great. If we need to change times or days, we can do that as well. So that is the plan for next week. So put that on the calendar. Cool. So tomorrow we will be sending out our entire season calendar, and that's if everything goes to plan. We have a meeting with the district the first week of July, and they will tell us kind of a more updated plan. So we will relay what we find out to you all. I did just get an email, just a side comment here. I did get an email about, I don't know how many of you remember doing that scholarship form, the Success Beyond the Classroom thing, SBC. They just said, which is crazy, I'm going to fight this, but they're saying that they're due tomorrow to submit for a scholarship for marching band season, which is crazy, like to only give you a day. So I'm going to push to give you all more time on that, but I'm going to post that on the Google Classrooms. And if you are serious about wanting to get some free money, which who wouldn't, I would go ahead and fill that out tonight if you can. They're just some simple questions that you need to answer. So I would fill out that form tonight if you can and just have it ready. I don't know where you send it or how that works. I'm trying to get information about it. But just making you aware. Okay, so do it sooner rather than later. That's always a good plan of action. Okay, I think that's all the announcements I have. I want to say thank you again to Miss Heitkamp for jumping on and saying hey. Anything else to add, Miss Heitkamp, at the end? Here we're kind of wrapped up.
I mean, nothing, not too much. Just that like I said before, I want to reiterate it that I am really, really, really excited to start.
Awesome. I did see a really good question in the chat, and I also have a question for you, which is something that I asked when I was the director of the concert band. We had fun warm ups on Fridays, and I'll ask questions and they play if it applies to them. But one of them that I have done every year, and I think some people are getting sick of it, but I will continue to do it. Do you believe that toilet paper should go over or under?
Oh, over.
Oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay. I was part of me was a little concerned because people that say under might be psychos. Um, okay. We're good. We're good on that. And the student question that I have to address it. Do you believe that a hot dog is a sandwich?
I'm gonna say yes because it has a bun, and you can like stuff a lot of stuff in there. You
Okay.
know, you want
Wow.
sauerkraut or relish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the sandwich. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I haven't really formed a stance on that, but it makes sense. I can't fight you on it. Fair enough. Well, thank you so much for jumping on here and getting a chance to meet everyone. Hopefully, you'll get to meet everyone sooner rather than later. Um, but yeah, we'll hopefully see everyone on the check in on Wednesday at 1. We'll keep posting on Facebook and sending reminds if we hear anything or have any updates. Please, 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 if you ever have a question, I've had a few students reach out to me with just like, hey, sorry to bother you. You are not bothering me. I know it's the summer, but this is such a weird time. I don't want you to hold on to any questions. So that goes for me or Miss Heitkamp. Once she gets her district email, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to help answer questions. I know there's a lot of unknowns right now, but I want to try to crush any thoughts that you have. Um, Only the bad ones. Yeah. Okay. Well, awesome. We are gonna sign off, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right. Take care, all.